Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all! Today we are doing part 2 of our new model IDW Star Saber build. Last time around, we got these gorgeous but tiny legs along with this scabbard and sword. The goal for today is to get both of his arms completed, and if time permits, hopefully a couple more accessories, fingers crossed. But how about enough talking from me, and let's just get right into the build. Alright, so here we are at the end of part 2 of this build, and look at these beautiful pieces. We got 2 arms, a shield, a sword, and a thing. I'm going to call it a gauntlet. The arms are gorgeous pieces, but I'm going to tell you, I got kind of a hate-hate relationship with these things. And they are very beautiful. You can see they are slightly different poses. They are otherwise mirror images of each other. But what a difficult build parts of this were. You can see the size. I mean, these things are very, very small compared to what I had hoped they would be anyway. And some pieces, particularly here on the forearm, had tabs that would go in to very, very hard to reach, even hidden places, and you're supposed to manipulate them. Also, take a look at some of the complicated folds. Okay, there are pieces here that cover through this, and here, and in several other places where you actually have to manipulate the metal to meet these incredibly angled and convoluted areas. Now, the detail, on the other hand, is outstanding. I mean, we've got these wonderful blue highlights, we've got this red. Now, I don't understand why this red here is a completely different piece. Believe it or not, right underneath it, it's painted red. I mean, you could have left this piece off and no one would have known the difference, other than you'll see the holes in there where this piece is supposed to go. Excuse me. Up here at the top of the shoulder, you've got this wonderful bladed look, which is actually really, really nice, and went together more smoothly than I had anticipated it would. Beautiful red highlights. You got this gold. This is kind of a laser etched venting look here, which is actually pretty cool. This red in here is actually exactly the same as this. It even uses the same pieces. Again, nice gold, nice shape really to this whole shoulder. I love the way this kind of angles out, so it's not like boxy and square. You've got this wonderful venting here, this little gold venting, and of course the Autobot logo right there. Coming down, you've got the bicep here, which is this tiny, tiny, tiny little piece. But it's just, white with this blue highlight going around it, which is great. You've got the elbow. This one is a slightly more of an angle than the other one, but ultimately they're basically the same. You've got kind of a double cylinder thing going here. I don't even know if you can tell, but you've got kind of a double cylinder thing going on here, which really turned out nice, and this wonderful painted and laser etched detail on the forearm, right in there. This right here is a magnet with some slots for the accessories, which we'll get into in just a minute. This little piece right here, it's got like a little hook on it, which was fun. Nice silver flowing into the blue, and I love that the forearm is not just this giant box. Okay, there's detail, there's subtlety on this piece, which is really, really nice. I mean, you can see the layered approach in certain aspects of this, getting into the wrist, the fist itself. It's okay. It's got this little angled bit right here, kind of like knuckle dusters, which was interesting and fun to shape. But, got it in. Nice little thumb. All in all, I mean, really not a bad piece. Now, as far as the accessories, you've got this shield here, and you can see there's a couple of tabs in there. And that'll just go right into the slot on his forearm. And boom, the magnet will hold it in place. Absolutely looks wonderful. Now the cool thing is he can be ambidextrous, so if you don't want the shield on his left arm, you can put this gauntlet thing or blaster or whatever this is there. And the same goes for the right arm. Same deal, same magnet, same slots. Works either way. In this case, in the right hand, you can see there's actually a little bit of an angled piece on the wrist to angle the hand down a little more, which I found really cool. It doesn't exist on the left arm. Not sure why, but there you go. As far as the shield itself, you've got this mostly, you know, plain white shield. You got this all this detail on the backing that most people aren't going to see because that's going to be facing the arm. And you've got this blue strip going down with these little gold highlights. Again, this Autobot logo here is a separate piece, but right underneath it, they painted this red square with the Autobot logo. So why is that separate piece there? Don't know. Same goes for these gold highlights. This gold in the laser etching exists directly underneath it, and yet we still had to add them for effect here. It's got this wonderful silver venting laser etched, or actually laser cut piece, because you actually can see straight through it. Nice little silver prongs here at the bottom. Again, with this layered approach on the edges. So it's just not one big flat plane. And these gorgeous silver inserts here, which really, I mean, they really kind of stand out. I can't seem to get them to show up on camera as well as they do in real life, but they really do stand out really, really well. This gauntlet thing itself, not much to it. I mean, little yellow highlights. This is laser etched silver. It almost looks like a gas cap. And then the blue spiky bit here, you know, silver on the back. Not a whole lot to it. There were only 4 pieces of metal that went into making that. And then you've got this gorgeous sword. You can see the blade is angled on the edges, so this actually does have an edge. I mean, it's not a sharp edge, obviously, but it does have an edge, much like a plastic toy would. It actually went together fairly well. The shaping of the sword was not as big an issue as I thought it was going to be. It's this beautiful gold color. Actually, it has a little bit of an orange highlight in there, some laser etching right down the blade to give it kind of a mechanical look. You've got this great red cross guard. This blue and the one on the other side, again, already painted and laser etched underneath. They may give you separate pieces to put right on top. No idea why. But you got this red, gold, and white look to it. I mean, it's really nice with this little bit coming out below, kind of showing the blade coming into the handle. The handle itself is just, you know, a square. I mean, it looks nice, nice textured detail. That actually is textured, by the way. It's not just laser, it's textured, so it's got that nice feel to it. And it will fit into the wrist, or excuse me, the fist of either arm at a bit of an angle. So you can see, you know, it's coming out like that. I think this little bit on the wrist here to angle the fist down kind of makes it feel like the sword has a bit more weight to it. So I like it best in the right hand right now. Not sure what it'll look like whenever we get the whole piece together, but there you have it. And that is all we've got for part 2 of this build. Given the complication here, and the fact that in part 3 we're going to be doing the head, I am a little bit nervous. But we'll get it done one way or the other, and I can't wait. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.